Heidi, girl of the Alps.
Hurry up! I need to get back again.
Aunt Det said, almost dragging Heidi up the Alps. Grandfather Amour was living alone.
What happened? Why are you leaving a child with an old man like me?
I'm having a job, so there's no other choice.
After handing Heidi over to her grandfather, Aunt Det quickly walked back down the mountain. The next morning came.
Heidi, soon a boy named Peter will come. Try driving goats with Peter.
Yes, Grandpa. It sounds fun.
Heidi happily gave a big hug to her grandfather. Peter visited from another village. Heidi and Peter spent a great day playing together while goats were grazing.
Who do you live with, Peter?
I live with my grandma. Do you want to come to my place?
Heidi followed Peter to his house. Heidi felt as if Peter's grandmother was one of her own family. Heidi was now old enough to go to school. You need to send Heidi to school. The village's minister was trying to persuade Heidi's grandfather.
Schools are not the only places where you can learn. Heidi is learning many things from goats and birds.
The minister had to give up as Heidi's grandfather spoke those words angrily. Several days later, Aunt Det came to take Heidi.
Heidi is going to live with a rich family in Frankfurt.
Heidi's grandfather protested, but her Aunt Det didn't step back. Aunt Det took Heidi to a huge mansion. There was a girl named Clara. Because Clara was sick, she couldn't go out and play with friends like other children. She had to move on a wheelchair, even in the house. One day, Mrs. Rottenmeier, who had been taking care of Clara, smelt something strange. Soon she found a piece of rotten bread in Heidi's room.
I wanted to give the bread to my grandfather and Peter's grandmother.
Heidi burst into tears. Clara wiped Heidi's eyes, trying to cheer her up.
Heidi, when you go back home, I will let you bring lots of soft bread with you.
However, a strange rumor was going around in the mansion.
Is it true that there's a ghost?
Why not check it out tonight?
That night, the servants waited for the ghost.
Oh, it was you!
It was Heidi, who had been wandering in the house in the middle of the night. Heidi was taken to a doctor.
She's homesick. She wants to go home.
Clara's father decided to send Heidi back to her home.
Welcome, come in.
Welcome back, Heidi.
Heidi's grandfather and Peter welcomed her back. One day, Clara visited the Alps.
I missed you, Heidi.
Thank you for coming, Clara.
Heidi gave a big hug to Clara, who was on the wheelchair. Heidi spent the whole day playing with Clara. Peter became nasty and pushed Clara's wheelchair down the cliff. Seeing the broken wheelchair, Peter regretted what he had done, but it was already crushed and could not be fixed.
Why don't you try walking on your own, Clara?
Following Heidi's grandfather's suggestion, Clara started practicing walking with Heidi. Peter, who felt sorry, also helped her practice. Then one day, Clara's father came to the Alps. Seeing her father off in the distance, Clara started to walk toward him.
Oh, Clara, I can't believe it.
Clara's father ran to her and held her up high.